Ladies and gentlemen, get your tissues, popcorn, and possibly even your lawyer because the Royal Court of Hip-Hop Love has just declared a state of emergency. Police Starlight Remy Ma is crying, and yes, it's much worse than anyone could have imagined. Police Starlight were discussing secret hotel footage, alleged infidelity, and whispered conversations in studio hallways. And guess who appeared in the midst of the chaos like a messy Marvel villain? Yes, 50 Cent, of course he did. But remember that this isn't just any couple, this is Papoose. The man who kept Remy down for 6 years while she was imprisoned. The man who became a walking meme for loyalty. And now he's allegedly telling friends, "I can't do this anymore." What actually transpired? Did Remy cheat with a battle rapper? Is this divorce a PR gimmick? Or is there something more serious going on behind the scenes? Based on leaked messages and unnamed insiders, it appears that Remy may be losing more than just her marriage. The drama we're about to unravel is messier than a Kris Jenner publicity stunt during Mercury retrograde, so stay tuned. Let's get started. Now, the internet is whirling. Remy Ma, the tough-as-nails Bronx rapper who famously remarked, "I'd rather do a bid than be disloyal," is crying in designer shades while Twitter is in flames. Why? Because the man she once referred to as her soulmate, the man who kept her in check during her 6 years in prison, filed for divorce. And let's set the scene. We're talking about Remy Ma, a woman who built a brand on being realer than real and who stood her ground in her timberlands, even when the game counted her out. Then there's Papoose government, whose name is Remy Ma. He waited for her, supported her, and protected her image, becoming her unofficial publicist. And now he's the one serving papers. Oh no, baby. This is betrayal, confusion, and the collapse of a brand based on black love goals. We know what you're thinking. But so did Will and Jada. Let's rewind, because according to fans who don't miss a beat, the signs were always there. You just had to know where to look first. There was that suspicious body language at the 2023 Bet Hip Hop Awards when cameras panned over to Remy and Pap. She gave him a quick nod. No kiss, no handhold, not even a hey boo glance. It was giving boardroom energy, not bedroom. Then the couple content just vanished, gone, with the TikToks of them goofing off in the kitchen. No more "I love my queen" Instagram captions from Pap, and Remy sis was out here doing solo appearances, rocking bold glam and giving single energy. But then came the moment that broke the internet, according to a now viral Twitter thread by a T from the Bronx, who, let's be honest, has never missed with her alleged stories. Remy was caught entering a hotel with none other than Easy, the block captain, a battle rapper who's been publicly linked to her through her Chrome 23 Battle League. Allegedly, and I do mean allegedly, for the lawyers watching surveillance footage from the hotel lobby shows Remy in a trench coat, face down, Easy walking very close behind her. Sources say they were inside for several hours and that they entered and exited at staggered times. An anonymous hotel staff member even came forward, claiming they were laughing in the lobby. I ain't hear what they said, but the vibe wasn't business. It was definitely flirty. We were told not to speak on it, but hey, I already quit. The footage was blurry, the vibes crystal clear, and just like that, Twitter had receipts, memes, and full-blown PowerPoint threads breaking down her movements. The internet doesn't play around at the same time that rumors began to circulate from within Re's own camp. Several anonymous sources who were close to the situation came forward in true shady blog fashion to say that Remy changed once Chrome 23 blew up. She started acting like the boss she didn't want to be seen as, just Papoose's wife. Additionally, one claimed that there were times she'd come home late, smelling like cologne instead of Paps. Another claimed that he confronted her about it, but she turned the tables on him, claiming that he was jealous of her success and insecure. It's beginning to sound more like a Netflix documentary series than a split. Meanwhile, Remy was making cryptic remarks, as any public figure under duress would do. "Don't let loyalty keep you in rooms where you no longer belong," was the title. of one very spicily humorous IG story. Now was she discussing a business transaction with her Uber Eats driver? No one knows, but the timing was perfect, and this is where things start to get unsettling. Papoose, who is often vocal, encouraging, and the first to stand up for Remy, became extremely quiet. No interviews, no tweets. Suddenly, there were no appearances, followed by a straightforward Instagram post with a black screen and the words, "Sometimes love isn't enough, protect your peace. New beginnings." Subsequently, the nuclear drop court documents confirming divorce procedures began without comments were filed in New Jersey using the Mackey name. Not a press release. The internet was unprepared, and the responses were instantaneous, just the quiet of a man who had had enough. Some fans just refused to accept that the founders of TikTok were in mourning, and jokes flooded timelines. They must be playing a practical joke on us, since this is worse than Beyoncé and Jay-Z's post-Lemonade. There's only Wi-Fi and no such thing as love if Remy cheated on Papoose. Papoose did a 6-year bit of celibacy just to get cheated on, one user even remarked. As the universe loves chaos, 50 Cent somehow slid into the situation like the petty king he is. After the divorce news hit, 50 posted a meme of Remy and Easy with the caption, "Chrome 23 really do be bringing people together," followed by, "Damn Pap hit my lean. We got revenge moves to make." In this economy, the betrayal wasn't just about love, it was about hope. Papoose was the last knight in shining D-rag, the patron saint of the Hold It Down movement. Was it funny? Was it trolling? Was it really helpful? Not at all, but that's 50. Why, before you've even opened the Notes app to type your apology, he'll take your tragedy and turn it into trending content. Just when we thought this story couldn't get any more complicated, new rumors began to circulate about endorsement losses, legal issues, and even financial fallout. That's exactly where we pick things up, because in part 2, the scandal breaks. Witty open with screenshots, shady deals, and fake investigators, and someone might be facing jail time again. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll drop part 2, picking up exactly from here. So now the internet is ablaze, fans are in shock, and 50 Cent is meme bombing the timeline like it's 2005. But the hotel whispers and divorce filings were only the beginning, because the real scandal begins to unfold. Let's just say this isn't just a messy breakup. This is giving tax fraud, broken contracts, missing money, broken contracts, and a lot of no comment energy. Once Remy and Pap's divorce hit the blogs, it didn't take long before sources close to the situation, by that we mean people who overheard things in nail salons and backstage rooms, started leaking even more chaos, according to one anonymous tipster who DM'd 3 gossip pages and demanded a Cash App transfer. First, there's way more going on than cheating. Remy was moving money behind Pap's back. She started setting up accounts just in her name, even rerouted Chrome 23 revenue into a side LLC Pap didn't know about. He found out and snapped. That same person went on to say, and peeped it, he was quiet because he was collecting evidence. Now, is that true? Can we confirm it? Of course not, but this is YouTube, not CNN, so we're running with it, and it didn't stop there. One so-called industry accountant, who may or may not be a guy named Daryl with a cracked iPad, claimed he saw a report that showed over $750,000 unaccounted for from the Chrome 23 books over the last year. Even wilder, a separate anonymous message claimed Remy was secretly funding a new show for Easy behind Pap's back. She was trying to make him the face of the league while keeping Pap in the background as a silent partner. That's why he dipped. He felt played. And let's talk about Chrome 23 for a second. When it launched, everyone praised Remy for being a woman in a male-dominated space. She branded it as a safe, elevated platform for lyricists to battle on real stages with real exposure. It was groundbreaking until it allegedly turned into a front for personal favoritism. Fans noticed that Easy suddenly became the main attraction. His name appeared on every flyer, his matches received the most promotion, and guess who stopped attending events? That's right, Papoose. Meanwhile, social media started doing what it does best, releasing screenshots that were unverified, unconfirmed, and unquestionably spicy. One purportedly showed a message from Easy to a close friend who said, "Papa doesn't appreciate her," and "She's tired of being the only one doing big moves. She didn't even sleep at home last week." Another, purportedly from Ree's Fanina account, read, "Sometimes loyalty turns into limitation. I'm not going to lose me for nobody. I sacrificed too much already." Who knows if these are real or just artificial intelligence, AI, created by a bored teen in Delaware. But one thing is certain. The public is consuming them in droves on TikTok, where producers are creating entire documentaries that insert their voices into fictitious phone call reenactments such as "Girl, you heard what? She told Easy you rap better than Pap ever did." I exclaimed, "Oh hey, my God." Meanwhile, videos like Remy Ma's empire crumbles inside the startling betrayal. Papoose found everything the burner phone. Exposed as Easy are all over YouTube. The block captain, the new stepfather, and Remy's partnership with a luxury hair extension line were all discreetly taken down from their homepage. The energy drink collaboration that Remy posted last month was also removed from her Instagram highlights, according to a PR insider who spoke to a blog. Brands adore Remy for her sincerity, but they don't want to be linked to any scandals, particularly one that involves alleged cheating, dubious finances, and public humiliation, so they're quickly backing off. Speaking of backing off, let's talk about legal action. According to a New Jersey court record that came to light this week, the Papoose for a forensic audit of their joint assets, indicating that he has done more than just emotional work. He has also done financial work and wants receipts. According to some rumors, he would even file a lawsuit if money from Chrome 23 was misappropriated, particularly if it was done so for private benefit under the pretense of company. A former business associate, whom we'll refer to as the underground podcast Pap, knew everything, saw what was going on, and gave her another chance. However, when it hit the fan, he didn't just walk away. Instead, he brought paperwork. And just when everything could have calmed down, Remy decided to clap back, but not in a sit-down interview or statement. Instead, she went to the studio, where the leaked audio seems to show that Remy recorded a song with the lyrics, "I did my time, earned my crown, carried dead weight, I put it down. Y'all want loyalty, but not the truth. Now you mad I outgrew the booth." Oh, that might just as well be a divorce court discrepancy. At his most recent battle event, Papoose has not yet responded. In the meantime, he's going completely silent, avoiding interviews and dodging questions. One clip showed a fan yelling "Home Wrecker" as he entered the stage, but security quickly intervened. Now, the controversy's beginning to go beyond the romantic fallout, with rumors circulating regarding tax matters. Indeed, there are tax concerns. Several LLCs associated with Remy's name are reportedly being investigated by federal officials, according to one insider. Unconfirmed and not public, but sufficiently whispered to cause everyone to refresh the IRS website as if it were the present day. In addition, fans are observing slower than normal engagement on Ree's recent posts and rumors of a Chrome 23 sponsor withdrawing due to internal mismanagement and contract violations. It's like watching a brand fall apart in real time, as what began as the ascent of a powerful couple now appears to be a slow-motion implosion on livestream, with people picking sides. No official statement has been released. Some defend Remy by claiming that she sacrificed her entire life for Pap and let her live her life, while others are riding with Pat, who held it down when everyone else would have left. I don't even listen to them like that, but this drama has me locked in like snowfall. Regardless of whether you're on Team Remy, Team Pap, or Team Petty Spectator, one thing is certain: this isn't just a hip-hop breakup. It's a multi-layered scandal involving money, image betrayal, and the gradual disintegration of an empire that once inspired hope, the scariest part, according to one anonymous legal blogger, is that this is only the tip of the iceberg. What began with leaked tape and depressing Instagram posts may just finish with Remy returning to court, but this time not for a rap feud, but rather for real-life damage control. The next round of court filings may involve lawsuits, audits, and if certain things are proven, perhaps criminal inquiries. We've gone from hotel hallways to purported tax drama, blurred screenshots, and leaked diss tracks, but somehow things haven't reached their lowest point because, despite the fact that Remy's mother may have assumed this was just a small personal scandal involving some online hot babies, there are numerous unverified reports and dubious gossip accounts that suggest that Remy may actually be facing real legal repercussions, not the symbolic kind that involve actual judges, real subpoenas, and real prosecutors. Let's begin with the rumors. The publications published by Cone 23 have attracted the attention of federal investigators. Rumor has it that some income statements and filings don't quite tally up, particularly when Papoose asked for a forensic audit after the divorce. One fake source told a gossip blog that anytime a high-profile brand starts moving large sums of money under multiple LLCs, especially when there's a personal relationship involved, the IRS takes notice. He claimed to be a consultant for the Department of Hip-Hop Oversight, which is not a real thing. Let's just say there is smoke, and typically where there is smoke, there are back taxes. Do we have proof of this? No, of course not. But do we have enough credible rumors that Remy's label deal may be in jeopardy? Source close to the label, or perhaps just one person who overheard something in the hallway, claim that Remy's current project has been quietly shelved, and that her upcoming single has been taken off the release calendar. The team is reevaluating the brand in non-corporate terms, and they are becoming anxious because they invested in the reformed icon, the matured veteran, and the role model, and now they are being portrayed as the antagonist in a soap opera with a messy headline-destroying plot. While Rhee's PR staff has been working non-stop to clean up social media, one source reportedly told a podcast, "Labels don't like drama unless it sells, isn't selling. It's sinking, and if court cases start flying, nobody wants to be listed as a co-defendant." Media scrubbing old posts, turning off comment sections, due to the fact that the court of public opinion operates more quickly than the legal system. The damage may already have been done. The verdict is currently not looking good, particularly in light of the alleged voicemail that was leaked, in which Remy tells a close friend, "I should have just stayed in jail. At least then I had peace." Now whether is that really her or just a sound-alike? From a voiceover Fiverr gig we may never know, but the internet decided it. Her, and in 2025 that's all it takes. And let's not forget about Papoose while Remy's career seems to be wobbling. PAP is thriving in the sympathy spotlight. He's booked 3 podcast appearances. She's being courted for a memoir deal. The working title, I held it down in rumor, has it she's been approached by streaming service for a documentary deal. And fans are loving it. This man deserves peace. He held her down, and chef lipped. On him I'd be charging appearance fees. To protect Pap at all costs. In fact, the phrase "Pap was right" started trending after he liked a tweet that read, "Sometimes love blinds you until disrespect sowers you up cold-blooded." But relatable idiocy, why the alleged third will of doom he's staying silent. But let's be real. His name is forever tied to this mess. Now one Battle League, an insider claims he's been dropped from 2 events because promoters don't want the Remy drama overshadowing the bars. Another said, "He's not the problem, but he became the face of the problem. That's enough to get you sidelined in this game." Meanwhile, Rhee's team is now doing damage control on a whole new front. An alleged legal threat from Rhee's camp to a gossip blogger demanding that they remove posts containing false statements about romantic relationships, financial misconduct, and ongoing investigations was leaked by someone, and we don't know who did it. The blogger responded by posting the letter with the caption, "Y'all, this makes it 100% true. I wasn't sure before, but now it's confirmed." The post has over 2 million views. Esu, great job. B silencing the rumors at this point. We're no longer talking about a little mess. We're looking at the collapse of carefully crafted brand. Remy's comeback story from prison to platinum to power moves is now being rewritten in real time. And the ending might not be what envisioned, but just when it couldn't get worse, just when everyone thought the headlines had reached peak chaos, a rumor dropped. One that, if true, could completely end Remy's public career. Here it is: multiple anonymous insiders, aka 3 people with anime profile pictures on Twitter Spaces, have claimed that a major tell-all book is in the works. Not from Pap, not from Remy, but from a former assistant. And in this alleged book claims that Remy has been pulling strings in the battle rap scene for years, blacklisting female MCs who didn't play along, demanding favors, rigging match results, and even manipulating sponsorship deals for person album fit. One juicy alleged quote from the leaked manuscript. She treated Chrome 2-3 is 3 like Athrone, not a platform. And if you didn't kiss Thuring, you didn't get booked now again. Is it confirmed? No. Is it scandalous enough to go viral? Oh, absolutely. And in this attention economy, that's all that matters. So now that the question isn't did she cheat, the question is, did Remy Ma burn down her entire empire from the inside? Because right now she's going through a high-profile divorce, facing possible financial audits, losing brand deals, watching her label distance itself, and possibly being exposed in a soon-to-drop tell-all. And if even half of it turns out to be true, Remy Ma might have a gone. From rap queen to industry cautionary tale in under 6 months. No, well, of course. There's still time for a redemption arc. Maybe Remy drops a diss track so fire it breaks the internet. Maybe she does a sit-down with Oprah, sheds a single tear, and reclaims crown. Maybe the whole thing turns out to be a brilliantly rollout for a new reality show called Chrome Hearts Love, Loyalty, and Lawsuits Bess. Let's face it, in this industry, the line between scandal and strategy is, but until then, the internet has its popcorn ready. Why, so here's where we leave it. Papoose. Single, vindicated, and possibly richer ever. Easy, silent, but not forgotten. Remy crying court, losing sponsors, and maybe, just maybe, planning her move. What do you think, viewers? Is this the end of Remy Ma's reign? Was Papoose always the real MVP? Or is this just another chapter in the wildest love story? Hip-hop's ever seen sound off in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Because if there's one thing we've learned in this saga, it isn't over till the next leak drops. Stay tuned. And there you have it. The royal love story of Remy Ma and Papoose has officially been dragged out, back, set on fire and liver. Streamed for public consumption from prison. Letters to prenups from I'll wait for you to I'll sue you. We've watched this power couple go from hip-hop's Bonnie and Clyde to a cautionary tale with court fees and chrome-plated consequences. But now the real question is, what's next? Does Remy clap back with a diss track that silences the rumors and shuts down the internet? Does Papoose drop a tell-all memoir that makes the art of war look like a bedtime story? Will the block captain end up with a record deal or a restraining order? Because baby, the way this story keeps unfolding, don't be surprised if they all end up on Red Table Talk or a Zeus Network cage match. We're living in a time where screenshots are scripture, tea is currency, and your favorite couple could be cancelled by brunch. So tell us in the comments, is Remy done? Did Papoose play this like a genius or just get played? Should Chrome 23 be renamed to Homericker 101? Be messy, be bold, and don't hold back. We read everything. And if you want the next leak, the next scandal, the next celebrity collapse caught on digital camera, you already know what to do. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, because over here the fake news louder, messier, and twice as entertaining. This isn't just drama. This is a documented disaster. See you in the next expose. Until then, stay petty. Internet.